Good morning and welcome to day 3 of your relief codes practice, easing back pain. So if you haven't done the warm-up, please make sure you press pause, hop to the warm-up video, and do at least one, if not more, of your personal favorite warm-up supersets. And then also maybe consider doing yesterday's practice as a way to sequentially teach your body what it is we're moving into today. All right? We're getting onto all fours, again, revisiting quadruped. If you're finding that a little pressure in the wrist is too much, one of my favorite ways to adjust is to come up on the knuckles, reach the thumbs down and forward into the mat, and feel all that space that creates, not only in the wrists, but also in the shoulders. So if you're enjoying a little more space from the ground, a little pressure off the wrists, this is a great option for you. And I'll start here with you as well. So today we're looking at that cat-cow again. So starting with rolling the shoulders back and lengthening the chin out. As you continue to slide the shoulders and the shoulder blades down towards the hips, feel how pushing the ground away lifts the chest. And then feel how if you don't engage in the pelvis, the energy kind of gets stuck in the middle of the back. So keep reaching the pelvis out and up until you feel that sense of the tail feathers going to the sky. And then hold this shape as we wiggle the hips to the right and feel the length on the left side body. And then switch to the left and feel the length on the right side body. Let's do that one more time. Wiggle right, stretch left, breathe in. Exhale, center, wiggle left, stretch right, breathe in. Exhale, come center, and then sink the hips back to the heels, stretch the arms, take a child's pose. Heavy the hips, breathe in through the length of the back body from fingertips to tailbone now, breathe long. Exhale fully. And then pull the body forward, let's come up again. Right back to the knuckles if that's where you were practicing. And now we're going to add on. So reach the chin out, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the back body, participate in the hip lift, breathe in. Exhale, head to heart, heart to the sky, navel to the spine, tailbone to the back of the legs. Now from here we're staying tall. And bring the heel close to the bum as you draw the knee into the chest. We're going to keep squeezing the heel against the tush, and if you want to watch this first one, by all means. And you'll notice there's even a little shake, because I'm holding the heel as close to my butt as I can, and starting to try and imagine. A lot of this practice is about how it feels, not how it looks. Peeling the skin of the tush with my heel as if I could push that skin like the neck of a Shar-Pei up towards the back of my head. And as my hip starts to lift and I keep pushing that skin in my mind, my heart opens, my chest opens, my hamstrings really active. I'm going to stretch that leg out, bring it home, and walk my hands back because I definitely had to push pretty hard into the ground to ignite the posterior chain and not get stuck in the shoulders. So let's shake out the hands for a second, maybe stretch the fingers on the mat. The whole body really has to integrate for these pieces that we feel are isolated and in discomfort or pain to perform properly. Because everything, it's a system, it's meant to work together, not in these independent ways. So sometimes we have to press into the hands and the arms to get the back to be more effective in its mechanistic way. Let's go back. All right, so knuckles or flat palms, it's up to you. Again, open the throat, the shoulders, the heart, the hips, and everything reaches to the sky as the spine sort of relaxes in a way as it's stretched and moves in towards the navel. Breathe long. And then exhale, head to heart, heart to spine. And dip the hips. Hold this shape. Bring the left knee in nice and close, the left heel close to the bum. You'll feel the hip flexor ignite. a little bit of a squeeze there as you press the heel to the bum. And look at your pelvis as you make this move. The more you hold the heel towards the glute in your mind's eye and the way that it feels, and have a sense of peeling the skin of your bum with your heel towards the back of your head, notice that that starts to tilt your pelvis for you. Your legs really are operable in the movement of the pelvis as a way to be more supportive. Keep squeezing that heel to the glute. Let that arc the heart from the hips up to the head now lengthen. Stretch the leg back. Put the knee down and come back. So maybe you're even feeling not only that ignition in the back of the thigh, the hamstrings, but the mid-back muscles stronger as opposed to just kind of hanging out between the head and the hips, pulling apart. Right? So let's look at it 2 more times because this is very strong and we really want to keep building upon it so that we're not stuck in one way of approaching a movement, but we have many. So let's come to the flats of the hands if you're not already there. Inhale, lengthen, lift, find that cow face stretch. Stretch the right leg back this time. Lift up nice and high from the opening of the pelvis. And now start to bring the knee in and feel how the leg tilts the pelvis underneath you. Starts to move the navel to the back and allows the head to rest towards the heart as you push the ground away with the hands and the leg that's still on the ground. Keep the heel close to the glute. Start to peel the bum like we've done already. Igniting the hamstring. Stay in this cat back as long as you can until that heel starts to peel, 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 peel. Now peel longer as if you're feeling the sense that that leg could go over the back of your head, even though most likely it's not. It just feels that way. And then once it's fully stretched, push the ground away, open the heart, lift the head, breathe in, come back down. Wiggle the hips left and right away let's go to the other side. So open everything up. Stretch the left leg back. Reach through the fingers, don't get stuck in the wrists. Lift the leg up nice and high, breathe in. Now start to move from the heel moving to the butt, the knee starting to come under. So notice this is an isolated thing at the beginning. The leg is moving inside the hip socket until it starts to move in towards the abdomen and teach the spine to move in a different direction. And then the heart melts to the back, the head melts to the heart. We push the ground away. Keep the heel close to the glutes. Start to peel the skin with your heel. Kind of spooky talk, I guess, around Halloween. But that's just a sensation. Again, this is about feeling, not figurative in how it looks. Keep peeling, keep reaching. Try to hold that sense of cat back in the upper back until you've pushed as far and long as you can and those mid-back muscles are engaged. Lift up, lengthen out, breathe in, and come down and bring the hands back to the knees. Another little shake out. So again, a lot of heat in that mid-back, but freedom all the way through. The whole body is involved in moving the spine in its many directions. Today we're mostly focused on flexion and extension, but we will, as we continue this program, get a lot of side flexion and rotation involved, and that's going to keep working towards making our back feel more pain-free and our bodies move with greater ease. All right, we've got one more thing today. Let's come down onto the forearms. We visited this yesterday, so make sure, if you haven't done yesterday's practice, do that maybe as a staple of teaching you really how to ground down from inner forearm all the way through thumb and pointer finger, and then push the ground away. Hips over knees, same thing. Push the ground down, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, send that energy down the back until the hips lift, breathe in. And now, same sort of thing, different relationship to gravity. The lower we are, the more strength it takes in the core to stay pressed away from the ground, because our dense body closer to the earth wants to collapse more than it does when it's higher up, right? So we have to work a little harder, which means our core system, the full barrel of the core body, is going to work to support the back in motion. And that's what we want. All right, so lift that heel up nice and high. And now start to bend the knee again. Bring the heel close to the glute. Move inside the hip socket. Really tuck the leg up and under. And if you're struggling to find room from the ground, maybe get something like a yoga block under either arm, just to give you a little more space, right? Or keep working up on the forearms until you feel like you have that range of motion in your hips to be able to curl up underneath. Everybody is different, and I'm certainly not here to hold you to a certain standard. The way that you are moving in this practice today is the way that the practice is meeting you. And that is the job of the practice. So good job just showing up and opening the door to this movement. All right, now once the knee's all the way in and the head responds to the arc of the spine, peel the heel on the glute like we did just a few moments ago. Push the ground down, make space between the shoulder blades. Keep arcing in cat back as you peel the glute. Peel, peel, peel. Look at your pelvis. Notice it's starting to arc up. Use the reach of the leg. Even though it's looking like it's going out behind me, it feels like it's pushing that skin of my bum towards my head. Now push the ground away, open the heart up, take a big breath in, lengthen. Exhale, knee down, come out of this. I know we were in there for a minute because I gave some extra instructions. So shake out the wrists, roll the shoulders, let the elbows sort of release. Don't flop them, that's kind of dangerous for the joint, but roll as if you're in water, right? When you move your arms like this in water, there's sort of a gentle flow to the joints. Treat them as such. The kinder and more attentive we are to the body, the longer it lasts in support of our weight in the world. All right, so again, open the head, the heart, the hips, breathe in. And stretch the left leg back. Keep the right ankle long, the toes spread, the fingers pressing into the ground. Lift the heel, the head, breathe in again. And now heel to bum. Knee starts coming underneath until that naturally tilts the pelvis for you. Push the ground away with the arms. Let that energy roll up until the head releases. And now peel the heel on the bum. Start to take that energy up and over the back body. Let the pelvis tilt until it feels as if that energy is moving into the mid-back. Then you pull the ground underneath you with the forearms as you continue that sense of peeling, peeling, peeling. Breathe in and come in gently. This time tuck the toes. Start to climb the hips back over the heels. Make sure your toes are really tucked and spread wide. This might feel a little unpleasant if you've never stretched the arches of your feet like this before. So maybe, have a couple of yoga blocks. If you need yoga blocks, there's a link right below in this video to some great ones that I personally love. Actually these. And rock the hips left and right, and then when you're ready, you can bring the head over heart, over hips, over heels, and really feel the diaphragms open from the breath moving in through the throat, the breath and the beat of the heart moving into the chest and the belly. All of these massaging the vital organs into the pelvic floor, and all of these moving the breath through the length of all of our tissues into the arches, the dome, the diaphragm of the feet. Roll the shoulders back. And stay here for as long as feels right in your body, because that's it for our practice today. I hope you're enjoying relief codes. Let me know how the practice is going for you, either here on YouTube in the comments or on Instagram, where there's also so many more practices for breath work and mind-body resets. If you're new to yoga, there's also a link there called Start Yoga. So please visit me on all places, in all ways, and if you're looking for more ways to connect, head over to my website, which is linked below, One Mindful Movement, that's mvmt.com, and sign up for my newsletter to find about other ways to work together, programs, one-to-ones, and upcoming retreats. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.